Welcome to ABC, where study rules. Please like, share, subscribe the channel. And do not forget to hit the bell icon.
Hello friends. We will discuss most important MCQs on Indian Polity and Constitution Part 6. Part 1 to 5 have already been uploaded. Those who have not watched them, please watch them. Let us begin.
Hello friends, we will discuss Indian Polity and Constitution MCQs. This is part 6. Question number 1. Stability of the government assured in option number 1. Parliamentary form of government, presidential form of government, plural executive system, direction democracy. The answer is presidential form of government. Question number 2. According to the Indian Constitution, the vacancy in the office of the President of India shall be filled within option number 1, 1 month, option number 2, 6 months, option number 3, 3 months, option number 4, 1 year. The right answer is 6 months. Question number 3. In Indian Republic, the real executive authority rests with the option number 1, Prime Minister, option number 2, President, option number 3, Bureaucrats, option number 4, Council of Ministers. The right answer is Council of Ministers. The President is the constitutional head of executive of the Union. Real executive power vests in a Council of Ministers as head. Article 74(1) of the Constitution provides that there shall be a Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister to aid and advise the President, who shall, in exercise of his functions, act in accordance with such advice. The Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, House of the People. Question number 4. Parliamentary form of government is also known as option number 1, responsive government, option number 2, responsible government, option number 3, federal government, option number 4, presidential federal government, option number 4, presidential government. The right answer is responsible government. Question number 5. The minimum age of the member of Rajya Sabha is option number 1, 25 years, option number 2, 21 years, option number 3, 30 years, option number 4, 35 years. The right answer is 30 years. Question number 6. Who among the following are not appointed by the President of India? Option number 1, Governor of States. Option number 2, Chief Justice and Judges of High Court. Option number 3, option number 4, Chief Justice and Judges of Supreme Court. The right answer is Vice President. Question number 7. What is the period within which a proclamation of national emergency made by the President is to be placed before each House of Parliament for approval. Option number 1, within 1 month. Option number 2, within 2 months. Option number 3, within 4 months. Option number 4, within 6 months. Right answer is within 1 month. Question number 8. Money bill passed by the Lok Sabha is deemed to have been passed by the Rajya Sabha is deemed to have been passed by the Rajya Sabha also when no action is taken by the upper house within option number 1 10 days, option number 2 14 days, option number 3 20 days, option number 4 30 days. The right answer is 14 days. Money bills passed by the Lok Sabha are sent to the Rajya Sabha, upper house of parliament elected by the state and territorial legislatures or appointed by the president. The Rajya Sabha may not amend money bills but can recommend amendments. A money bill must be returned to the Lok Sabha within 14 days or the bill is houses in the form it was originally passed by the Lok Sabha. Question number 9. What can be the maximum interval between two sessions of Parliament? Option number 1, 3 months. Option number 2, 4 months. Option number 3, 6 months. Option number 4, 9 months. The right answer is 6 months. Under Article 85 of the Indian Constitution, the President has the power to summon and prorogue either House of Parliament from time to time and to dissolve the Lok Sabha. Also provided that 6 months must not intervene between the last session and the first sitting in the succeeding session. In other words, the interval between two sessions must not exceed 6 months. Question number 10. The maximum permissible gap between two sessions of the Parliament is option number 1, 3 months, option number 2, 4 months, option number 3, 5 months, option number 4, 6 months. Right answer is 6 months. Question number 11. Who among the following decides if a particular bill is a money bill or not? Option number 1, President. Option number 2, Speaker of Lok Sabha. Option number 3, Chairman of Rajya Minister. Right answer is Speaker of Lok Sabha. Question number 12. Which of the following standing committees of Parliament has no MP from Rajya Sabha? Option number 1, Public Account Committee. Option number 2, Estimate Committee. Option number 3, Committee on Public Undertakings. Option number 4, Committee on Government Assurance. The right answer is Estimate Committee. The Estimate Committee consists of 30 members who are elected by the Lok Sabha every year from amongst its members. A minister is not eligible for election to this committee. The term of the committee is 1 year. Question number 13. How are legislative accesses of Parliament and Assemblies checked? Option number 1, intervention from President or Governor. Option number 2, no confidence motions. Option number 3, judicial review. Option number 4, general elections. Right answer is judicial review. Question number 14. No money bill can be introduced in the Lok Sabha without the prior approval of the option number 1, Vice President, option number 2, President, option number 3, Prime Minister, option number 4, Finance Minister. The right answer is money bill originates only in the Lok Sabha. Money bill originates only in the Lok Sabha. No money bill can be introduced in the Lok Sabha without the prior approval of the President. Question number 15. Rajya Sabha enjoys more powers than Lok Sabha in the case of option number 1, money bills, option number 2, non-money bills, option number 3, setting up of new All India services, option number 4, amendment of the Constitution. Right answer is setting up of new All India services. Question number 16. Who is competent to dissolve the Rajya Sabha? Option number 1, the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Option number 2, the president. Option number 3, joint session of Parliament. Option number 4, none of this. The right answer is none of this. Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and is not subject to dissolution. However, one-third members of Rajya Sabha retire after every second year. A member who is elected for a full term serves for a period of 6 years. Point out which from the following is not a right enumerated in the Constitution of India but has been articulated by the Supreme Court to be a fundamental right. Option number 1, right to privacy. Option number 2, equality before law. Option number 3, or 4, right to form associations or unions. The right answer is right to privacy. Question number 18. From which constitution of the world the Indian Constitution has adopted the concept of Directive Principles of State Policy? Option number 1, Ireland. Option number 2, U.S.A. Option number 3, Canada. Option number 4, Australiads, Tanks and Wales. The right answer is Ireland. Question number 19. The residuary powers not mentioned in the union, state or concurrent list of the Constitution are vested in option number 1, option number 2, both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. Option number 3, state legislature. Option number 4, Lok Sabha. Right answer is both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. 3 subject lists, the union list, the state list and the concurrent list define the legislative powers of each level of government. All residuary powers are vested with the Parliament of India. Question number 20. What is the composition of the Electoral College for the election of Vice President of India? Option number 1, elected members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Option number 1, elected members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislative assemblies. Option number 2, elected members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The right answer is elected members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Vice President is elected indirectly by an electoral college consisting of members of both houses of the Parliament. The election of the Vice President is slightly different from the election of the President. Members of state legislatures are not part of the electoral college for vice presidential election. The election is held in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of the single transferable vote, and the voting in such election is by secret ballot. Question number 21. The function of Protem Speaker is to: option number 1, conduct the proceedings of the House in the absence of the Speaker. Option number 2, officiate as Speaker when a Speaker is unlikely to be elected. Option number 3, swearing in members and hold charge till a regular Speaker is elected. Option number 4, check if the election certificates of members are in order. Right answer is swearing in members and hold charge till a regular Speaker is elected. Question number 22. Who among the following presides over the Lok Sabha in the absence of Deputy Speaker of the Lok Sabha? Option number 1, a member appointed by the President. Option number 2, a member nominated by the members of the Parliament present in the House. Number 3, a person from the panel formed by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Option number 4, a senior-most member of the House. Right answer is a person from the panel formed by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Question number 23. Indian Parliament includes Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Option number 2, only Lok Sabha. Option number 4, President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The right answer is President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Question number 24. What is the minimum age prescribed for becoming a member of Rajya Sabha? Option number 1, 25 years. Option number 2, 21 years. Option number 3, 30 years. Option number 4, 5 years. The right answer is 30 years. Question number 25. The presidential government operates on the principle of: option number 1, division of powers between center and states. Option number 2, center and states. Option number 2, centralization of powers. Option number 3, balance of powers. Option number 4, separation of powers. The right answer is separation of powers. Question number 26. Item education belongs to the: option number 1, union list. Option number 2, state list. Option number 3, concurrent list. Option number 4, residuary subjects. The right answer is concurrent list. Question number 27. What is the maximum number of the elected members of Rajya Sabha? Option number 1, 250. Option number 2, 238. Option number 1, 250. Option number 2, 238. Option number 3, 245. Option number 4, 248. Right answer is 238. Membership is limited to 250 members, 12 of whom are nominated by the President of India for their contributions to art, literature, science, social services. The remainder of the body is elected by the state and territorial legislatures. Terms of office are 6 years, with one-third of the members retiring every 2 years. Question number 28. The joint session of the two houses of Parliament is convened. Number 1. Only in option number 2. When a bill passed by one house is rejected by the other house. Number 3. Taxes approved by one house are rejected by the other house. Option number 4. Both 2 and 3. Right answer is both 2 and 3. Question number 29. The President's rule is imposed on a state in India when option number 1. The state cabinet of ministers resigns. Option number 2. The governor of the state dies. Option number 3. The election are announced. Option number 4. There is a constitutional breakdown. The right answer is there is a constitutional breakdown. Question number 30. In Indian Parliament, a bill may be sent to a select committee. Option number 1 after the first reading. Option number 2 after the second reading. Option number 3 after general discussion during second reading. Option number 4 at any stage at the discretion of the Speaker. The right answer is at any stage at the discretion of the Speaker. When a bill comes up before a house for general discussion, it is open to that house to refer it to a select committee of the house or a joint committee of the two houses. A motion has to be moved and adopted to this effect in the house in which the bill comes up for consideration. In case the motion adopted is for reference of the bill to a joint committee, the decision is conveyed to the other house, requesting them to nominate members of the other house to serve on the committee. The select or joint committee considers the bill clause by clause, just as the two houses do. Amendments can be moved to various clauses by members of the committee. Question number 31. Where is the constitutional power located enabling the central government to legislate on cow slaughter? Option number 1. Entry 17, List 3 in Schedule VII-Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Option number 2. Residuary Powers under Article 248. Option number 3. Emergency Powers. Option number 4. Article 48 in the Directive Principles. The right answer is Article 48 in the Directive Principles. Question number 32. The salaries and allowances payable to the members of the Parliament are decided by the option number 1. President. Option number 2. Cabinet. Option number 3. Parliament. Option number 4. Finance Commission. The right answer is Parliament. Question number 33. The authority to prorogue the two houses of the Parliament rests with the option number 1. President. Option number 2. Vice President. Option number 3. Prime Minister. Option number 4. Speaker. The right answer is President. Question number 34. Who is the competent to dissolve the Parliament? Option number 1, the President. Option number 2, the Cabinet, the concurrence of the Leader of the Opposition. Option number 3, by resolution in both Houses of Parliament. Option number 4, none of this. The right answer is the President has the power to summon and prorogue either House of Parliament or to dissolve Lok Sabha. When the term dissolution of Parliament is used in the House of the People, lower house of Parliament, Parliament comprises the President, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Council of States, the upper house, the first and third have fixed terms of 5 and 6 years. Question number 35. The Secretary General of the Lok Sabha, Chief of his Secretariat, and is option number 1, elected by the Lok Sabha. Option number 2, elected by both houses of Parliament. Option number 3, appointed by the Speaker. Option number 4, appointed by the President. The right answer is appointed by the Question number 36. When was 0 hour introduced in the parliamentary affairs in India? Option number 1, 1952. Option number 2, 1962. Option number 3, 1972. Option number 4, 1982. Right answer is 1962. 0 hour in Parliament starts at 12 noon, during which members raise matters of importance, especially those that cannot be delayed. Question number 37. The maximum number of members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha has been fixed by the Constitution of India respectively as option number 1, 500 and 250. Option number 2, 525 and 270. Option number 3 and 275. Option number 4, 545 and 250. Right answer is 545 and 250. Question number 38. What is the minimum age laid down for a candidate to seek election to the Lok Sabha? Option number 1, 18 years. Option number 2, 21 years. Option number 3, 25 years. Option number 4, 30 years. The right answer is 25 years. Question number 39. Which of the following taxes is exclusively and totally assigned to the central government by the Constitution? Option number 1, estate duty. Option number 2, sales tax. Option number 3, taxes or 2, sales tax. Option number 3, taxes on railway fares and freights. Option number 4, corporation tax. Right answer is corporation tax. Question number 40. When the offices of both the President and Vice President of India are vacant, who will discharge their functions? Option number 1, Prime Minister. Option number 2, Chief Minister. Option number 3, Chief Justice of India. Option number 4, Speaker of Lok Sabha. The right answer is Chief Justice of India. Question number 41. Who is eligible to cast the deciding vote over a bill in a joint parliamentary session? Option number 1, Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Option number 2, option number 3, Speaker of Lok Sabha. Option number 4, Prime Minister. The right answer is Speaker of Lok Sabha. Question number 42. Representation of any state in Rajya Sabha is according to option number 1, area of the state, option number 2, population of the state, option number 3, number of representatives in Lok Sabha from the state, option number 4, fixed number of candidates from each state. Right answer is population of the state. The fourth schedule to the Constitution provides for allocation of seats to states and union territories in Rajya Sabha. The allocation of seats is made on the basis of the population of each state. Question number 4. College that elects the President of India consists of option number 1, elected members of all the state legislatures, option number 2, members of the Lok Sabha and state assemblies, option number 3, elected members of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state assemblies, option number 4, elected members of the Rajya Sabha and state legislatures. The right answer is elected members of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and state assemblies. Question number 44. The Constitution of India lays down that the two houses of parliament must be summoned at least, option number 1, 4 times a year, option number 2, year, option number 3, twice a year, option number 4, once a year. The answer is twice a year. The period during which the House meets to conduct its business is called a session. The Constitution empowers the President to summon each House at such intervals that there should not be more than 6-month gap between the two sessions. Hence, the Parliament must meet at least twice a year. 45. The Vice President of India is also the option number 1, Speaker of Lok Sabha, option number 2, ex-chairman of Rajya Sabha. The right answer is ex-chairman of Rajya Sabha. The President of the Union of India has the same constitutional authority as the option number 1, British monarch, option number 2, U.S.A. President, option number 3, President of Pakistan, option number 4, President of France. The right answer is British monarch. Thank you for watching.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe the channel and do not forget to hit the bell icon.